people calling in here. Got a couple
Hey, Scott, this is Brent.
Hey, Brent, welcome to the call.
All right, I was sitting there. I thought I was doing the host there. There were so many people calling in. I was saying, welcome to the call. Go ahead and give us your name. And people were giving their name and where they were coming from, but I was just talking to myself, I must have been.
Yeah, you were. I needed to call out because we got so many people. There's no reason for us to even open the lines again right now. With people are calling in from everywhere. We've got thousands of people on the line. So,
Yeah.
Let the calls keep coming in here just for a minute. And
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
We know there's going to be a lot of people coming in here, so we'll give it about another minute, and we'll hit the record button and get this call recorded, get this party started.
Oh, it's been a busy week, been a busy day. I mean, you and I have been wide open. We've taken a lot of phone calls today. We've been taking a lot of phone calls the last week or two because Jetcoin is going crazy.
It has been big, over the past, 6-7 months since we've been really watching Bitcoin after the first of the year, and just watching the cryptocurrency craze just explode around the globe has just been amazing what's going on right now. It's going to just continue to soar over the next 2 to 3 years, and that's why we're so excited about Jetcoin over here. For the longevity and legality of the company, that's one of the biggest things that, Scott and myself always look at to make sure when we do the business, we jump in with both feet and run like our hair's on fire. You got to have those feet put in place. So, guys, we're going to call line up here for you tonight. And let's stop ones that can't get on the line right now. They'll be able to hear this recording on the Facebook page afterwards. So let's keep this going, and also Troy join us as well. As you got my tab.
Well, hang on just a minute, and I'm going to get the recording started, Brent.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, thanks again for joining us here.
The recording has started.
We're doing these calls every Sunday and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And guys, I tell you what, we're going to be maxing this bridge line out tonight, and we're going to be looking for another one here real soon. Just in two weeks and 1 day, we put over 15,000 members in over here at Jetcoin, and I tell you, in over 100 different countries, this has just exploded, and because everybody is super excited about Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency is just going crazy right now. And myself and Scott had a chance back in 2009 to purchase Bitcoin for a dime. A lot of you know the story on here, and that would have been 30,000 shares, and if we had bought $3,000 a piece that we both were offered, we wouldn't be on this phone call right now. But unfortunately, we missed that first opportunity back in 2009. We missed the boat, we sometimes say. At this time, we will not miss the boat. And so a good friend of ours last year called Scott and myself and said, you guys got some really good information about Bitcoin, and it's going to hit $1,000 by the end of 2016. And you guys got to find a way to get your hands on some Bitcoin. And so he said there's going to be some great opportunities popping up over the next 12 months as well. Keep your eyes open. Go out there instead of buying it. Put a little sweat equity into a program and get as much Bitcoin as you can possibly get in your hands. And so Scott and myself started looking in November, December. We finally decided to jump on board with our first company. And over the next few months, we realized that probably the first company that we were in wasn't going to be the last one we were going to be in. So we started joining several different programs out there, testing the waters and other programs, seeing how the software worked, checking out the compensation plan, and all the different things about back offices. So we were in different programs, passively in a few of them, checking things out. And he approached us back about 3-4 months ago and told us about Jetcoin and wondered if we'd be interested in helping them, put some things together over here. And so we did. And I tell you what we put together over here, Jetcoin, we believe, is the biggest opportunity on the planet right now. I know it is. And, starting out right now, we're just, like I said, 2 weeks old. We're going to be really, the next few weeks, the next few months coming, we have a lot of things that we're going to be adding. There's going to be some things we're going to be adjusting. But this is for the longevity of this company. We want to make sure that this company is huge in 2018 2019, 2020. So there will be some adjustments made on the way. There will be some bumps in the road, but it's how you take care of these bumps when you hit them. So what we're going to do tonight, we got an update call for you. We want to update you guys all with some really great information that we've been sharing with a lot of people today, and we continue to share this information throughout the night this evening with other calls as well, I'm sure, Scott. So I'm going to turn over to my partner, Scott Chandler from Alabama. Go ahead and take it away, Scotty.
Hey, great being on the call, Brandon. You're right. You know what? It's been a little bumpy road over the last 6 months even. When you get involved in a different business opportunity like Bitcoin, it's really new for all of us. You and I have been self-employed for years. I own a motorcycle shop. My wife and I run it every single week. We got over 1,000 people a week come into our bike shop. We got a paving business where we do paving for Jack's and Hardee's and Bass Pro Shops and Walmarts. I mean, we do all kinds of big business. And when I find trends, just like with me and you over the last 20 years, then it's fun to jump onto a trend. And sometimes it really blows me away that people just, they take themselves more serious than what the opportunity is itself. And, we've had a lot of fun here the last 6 months. We're learning a lot about Bitcoin. We've already found out that Bitcoin personally has gone from $800 to about $2,800 since we got started in December to now. We understand that Bitcoin's going to go probably between $8,000 and $10,000 this year, maybe $20,000 by next year. And what we're trying to do is find a way to gather more Bitcoin. And every time that we look at a different opportunity, we say, hey, this one's going to be just a little bit better. And that's what we encourage everyone to do, is find multiple ways to gather as much Bitcoin as you can. Because, you know what, we say that if you got 100 Bitcoin at the end of this year, Bitcoin hits 10 grand, you can have $1 million in your bank account. And one of the things that we did with Jetcoin is we jumped in with both feet, and we actually pushed Jetcoin just a little bit, the guy we know and people behind the scenes. And we said, hey, can you make it better than some of these other companies out there? Well, you know what happened? They did. They made it better. They jumped up to 4% and 5% a day, which is crazy. And we even have 1,000 people ask us, how can they do it? Well, they do it because they're doing trading out there in the cryptocurrency world. And the cryptocurrency world has really gone nuts, in particular over about the last 60 days. If you've been following it any at all, I mean, Ethereum is going up about 4,000% by itself. Bitcoin is just going up hundreds of percentage points every single day just because it's going up the way it has. But here's the cool thing. There's over 800 cryptocurrencies that are being traded, and people that do the trading, they understand that, there's a lot of money to be made there. But here's the thing with us. I don't know how to trade. Brett doesn't know how to trade. Our buddy Troy does know how to trade. He's done quite well himself. But how would you like to be able to pool your money, put it into a place, take your Bitcoin, and let these guys do the trading for us? Well, we started off saying 4 and 5% was working pretty good. But one of the things the company found out is like, hey, you know what? There's a lot of companies that have been out there that many of you have been a part of, and those guys haven't been quite successful. They've actually shut down. They've taken your money. They've run. Well, you know what happened? This company says, we're not going to take your money and run. We're just going to tell you that we're making a slight adjustment tonight that actually a post went out this morning. And, it ruffled the feathers of some people, and I still don't understand quite why. Because when you tell somebody you can double their money in 60 days, that's pretty powerful. The last couple of weeks we've been telling people we could double their money in 40, 50 days, and it's been proving itself every single day and every single night. And in fact, at 12 midnight Eastern time, everybody gets their money directly put in their own account. And we've had a few people today got really upset at us. And, the question we ask them all, did you get paid last night? Did you get paid the night before? And when they say yes, our question is, well, if you got paid, why are you so upset? If we have a company over here that's making adjustments, and these adjustments are for the positive, I don't understand why people get so negative. And we had a lady today on the phone with us, and she stopped in her tracks when we asked her, did you get paid? She said yes. We said, did your friends get paid? She said, well, why are you upset? She paused about like I did just now. And I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, guys, because Britt and myself,
and Troy, and many of the other friends that's on the phone with us, you know what, we're reps just like you are. The good news is we have found a way we can double our Bitcoin, and we trust the people that we know behind the scenes. And for us, I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. I've been in the motorcycle business for 25 years. We work on Harley Davidsons. Many of you on the call listening to us tonight have been to my motorcycle shop. You've been up and met my wife and I. You've been to our shop. We had a guy literally from California this past week that was in Atlanta and drove over to see us and meet us. And he hung out with us for a couple of days. It was cool. And we love it. Another thing that we love doing, though, is we love making money. And one of the things about making money is anything that you do to make money is a risk. Our motorcycle business is a risk every day. You know what happened this past Sunday? We were busy as heck. You know what happened on Monday? It rained cats and dogs. You know what happened last Sunday? We had 500 people come to our bike shop. It was raining so hard you couldn't even see. You know how many people came to our shop? None. Did that mean we were going out of business? No. That just meant we were closed because it was raining so hard nobody wanted to ride a motorcycle up there. So guys, what we tell everybody is to be patient, take it easy, take a deep breath, because one of the things that we know is there's nothing in life that has a guarantee, including your own personal life. And many times people seem to take things so serious that, it can cause problems, it can cause health problems. But one of the things that we know over here with us, we're here. You hear us all the time on the phones talking. Brett and myself have sponsored about 50 people into JetCoin. And here's the deal. We got about 1,000 calling us. And if we sponsored you or we introduced you to this, we have an obligation to answer the phone to you. If somebody's got our phone number that we've spoken to before and you're a great leader and we respect you, just because you call us and we don't answer doesn't mean the sky's falling. Because one of the things that we know, we can't answer 1,000 phone calls a day. And we got 15,000 people on our team. And many people out there, and it's nothing personal, have given our phone numbers out, given our emails out, given our instant messenger numbers out. You know what happens? We can't answer every one of those. Let me ask you this. If you got 1,000 messages today, could you answer every one of them? You probably couldn't, just like me and Brent can. But guys, here's what we're going to tell you. Tune into the call so you can hear what's going on. Get with your upline leader and your upline sponsor so you know what's happening. But we know 100% in our hearts, we have got the very best opportunity that we've ever been involved in our entire life. Bitcoin is incredible, and JetCoin is taking it to the next level. We've got the opportunity now. JetCoin made a couple of changes earlier today, and in our opinion, it's the very best changes that could ever happen. Many of you have been involved in some other Bitcoin opportunities, and you got blindsided. You didn't get an email. You didn't get a phone call. You didn't even have anybody that you knew that had an answer. Well, you know what happens over here at JetCoin? We got answers. We got people that know what's going on behind the scenes, and you got somebody that you can listen to on Wednesdays and Sundays with us. As a matter of fact, we'll probably even do a couple more update calls during the week. But we're here. You can go to our Facebook page. Many of you commented on our pages earlier today, and I really appreciate the fine compliments that we've gotten. Thank you very much. We've had some of the other pages that, where people are complimenting us around the world. And it's powerful that we got friends in the UK, we got friends in Germany, and we have friends in Japan. And we're happy that you guys are out there. So we want you to know we're here. But don't get frustrated. Don't just jump up and down and say the sky's falling. Because one of the things that we know is the company's not missed a payday. Every single night at midnight, everybody's getting paid Eastern time. And everybody sees it. And when you see that, then we say, okay, what's your complaint? So guys, we got a good buddy of ours on the phone, Troy Rada. He's also somebody that understands Bitcoin. He understands trading. He understands business. He understands networking. He understands changes that have to be made from time to time to keep a company sustainable. So Troy, now you've been around the block time or two. You've probably got 1 million calls today. and you've been on the phone quite a bit with us and others. So welcome to the call. We'll hop on board and talk about a couple of changes tonight and what's your opinion and the opinion of many on your team.
Okay, Scott. Can you hear me all right? Yes, sir. Loud and clear, brother. Okay, well, it's an honor to be on the call. The best thing I did was listen to you and Brent when you guys said, get over here and take a position in Jetcoin, because I did. And, it was so incredible the way the system worked, the way everybody helped each other out. And I shared it with a few of my friends and maxed out my position to the maximum amount of Bitcoin I can make a day in my first week. And, it didn't stop from there. That pending holdover is there. And so I've got 99 Bitcoin stacked up, which is the most pending holdover you can every day. And that doesn't stop me from bringing in more friends, not because it'll make me anymore, because it won't, because my position is maxed out, but because it's a good opportunity and I want to share it with a lot of people, as many people as I can, especially people that have in the past been with problem companies and maybe had some losses, and this is a good place to make up those losses. So when I heard that they were going to make an adjustment to the compensation program to add to the longevity of the program, so those projections that the administration and the developer did, saying this could last, was sustainable for 5 years, so that they could actually meet that goal of having a 5-year Bitcoin doubler. And so I was thrilled because a couple things I know. Number one, it's a lot better to make those changes when we have 15,000 people than a month down the road or 2 months down the road when we have 50 or 100,000 people. The people that are getting enrolled tomorrow, they'll never know there was any difference in the compensation plan. But it's better to get those changes out of the way. And speaking to the company administrator today, he told me that, the changes weren't made because the company was tight on money. He said they're flush with cash. The traders are making so much money in the background that it's not even funny. But the changes were made in order to meet those 5-year projections, because it's not what's happening today or tomorrow. It's what's happening a year, 2 years down the road that these changes were made for. So I'm glad those changes were made. I'm glad to be a part of Jetcoin. I'm glad you and Brent shared it with me, and I'm grateful for everybody on this phone call and everyone on our team. There's some wonderful leaders out there, and many of them with big teams that have brought in family members, friends, and to tell you guys, what I can say is this is going to be the last Bitcoin company standing. It's going to be around for a long, long time, and you guys are at the right place at the right time. And all we have to go out, there's so much Bitcoin here just for the taking. All you have to go out and do is tell somebody about it, and you'll get your share of Bitcoin. So back to you, Scott.
All right, Troy, thanks for being on the call. You're right. I mean, end of the day, what the company's doing now, they're paying 3.3% a day across the board for every position it's in. The top position is 4 Bitcoins, and we know many of you have been in the top position at 8. The company simply saying, hey, we're lowering the 8 to 4. If you want to take an additional position and put 4 more Bitcoin in, you can do that. There's not a problem at all. It's just that the 4 Bitcoin and less is the one that produces the most, the optimum program for the company. So everybody wins doing 4 Bitcoin or less. So instead of putting the 8 in there. Matter of fact, the 4 Bitcoin, we've actually done some tests on it, some numbers ourselves, and the 4 actually works a lot faster than the 8. So it works better for everyone. But let's see. Brent, do we have Heather on the call tonight?
We do not.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this was just a good update call. And guys, end of the day, guys, here's the deal. We're all real people. We're all folks that you can call and speak to. We're not people that you need to call and scream and holler and jump up and down at. Because one of the things that we can tell you is we're real people. We got real lives just like you guys do. We got real businesses. Maybe like some of you do, maybe some of you don't. But at the end of the day, the sky's not falling. It's pretty cool when you can ask one of your buddies or one of your friends, like Troy just said, And like Brent said, it's cool when I can get some of my motorcycle buddies that I've known for 20 years and say, how would you like to double your money in the next couple of months? Cool thing is we can do it in 60 days here. The only thing that changed from yesterday to today, the 50 days went to 60, the 40 days went to 60. So it's not a big deal. If you're somebody that's out there making money with our company already, then you're probably not even going to see the difference yourself. And as Troy mentioned, the brand new people, they're not going to see a difference either. We've had a little small hiccup for the people that came in like what we call the JC2s, the 3s, the .1s, and the .2s. Those are the lower amounts, and some of you have seen that your progress will advance to 100% just a little bit sooner. The company's well aware of that. They're working behind the scenes. And when it's all said and done, it's going to be good. So you guys don't have to worry about it. I know everybody's kind of panicking, but don't panic. Don't freak out. Panic if you don't see the website. Panic if you don't hear me and Brent on a call telling you something's bad. But as long as you hear me and Brent on the calls and Troy on the calls with us, you know what, guys? We got all the faith and we got all the confidence. I told a story to a guy the other day that's kind of cute on the one hand, and, some people appreciate it, some people don't. This little kid was riding a train, and the train was going down the mountain and got kind of sped up a little bit faster than it should have had, got up to about 70, 80 miles an hour. All of a sudden, the conductor, he comes through handing pillows out to people. He says, here, hold on the pillow, put your face in it, because we don't know what's going to happen. You know what, this little kid, he was sitting over there looking out the window, bouncing up and down, jumping with joy. The conductor came back to him and said, son, you need to put your face in the pillow. We don't know what's going to happen. He says, how come you're not scared? This train is going really, really fast. You know what he said? He said, because my daddy's driving the train. You know what? My daddy's not driving the train here, but we know the guy that's making things happen with Jetcoin. And one of the things that we can tell you, that's why you don't hear panic in my voice. That's why you don't hear panic in Troy's voice. And that's why you don't hear panic in Brent's voice. Because, guys, we're just telling you, the company's going to be around here for a long time. And if you guys want it to last, you should be grateful and appreciative of what they're doing right now. If you haven't seen the latest letter and post that got put up on Facebook this morning, we encourage all of you to go to our Jetcoin Global Leaders. We're on Facebook. Make sure you join it and read that letter. This is probably one of the best letters that I've ever seen a company write before. It addresses every issue that probably has been brought up in the last 4 or 5 days with some of the naysayers, with some of the people that are negative, with some of the people that are saying, is this really real? When you read this letter that came from the corporate people behind the scenes, you're going to be going, wow, I can't believe this is happening, and I'm glad I'm in the right place at the right time. Brent, we've looked at a lot of different opportunities. You and I have been in companies in the past. We've even talked to other people. We've known the owners. We've had supper with them. We've had breakfast with them. We've bowed our heads in prayer with some of the best friends that we know over meals. And, still bad things happen, but it didn't make it any better when there was a negative. But the cool thing over here is we got something going on that's powerful. Bitcoin is going nuts. It's growing like wildfire, and we have an opportunity now to help our friends double their Bitcoin in 60 days, and there's nothing's going to stop it. It's powerful what we got going on. The cool thing, that letter that everybody will get a chance to read tonight, it's pretty powerful. The corporate team says, we want you guys to have a happy holiday season for 2018. Guys, guess when the holiday season is? About 6 months from now. I mean, when you've got a corporate team that says they want you to have a happy holiday season, and that's what they're working on behind the scenes here, we got a lot to look forward to. Brent, let me put it back to you, brother, and let you close it out.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. Thanks, Troy, for jumping over here with us. You guys, the opportunity here, bar none. Scott and myself believe it's the biggest one we've ever been part of. And over the last 25 years, not to brag, but we've been top money earners 5 times in 25 years. And they've been in binary compensation plans. We really like the compensation plan over here. A couple adjustments had to be made. Not a big deal. We're going to move forward, and we're going to build this like we've never built anything ever before. And you guys can hopefully here in the next couple hours we were told earlier that there should be a letter going up. You walk into your back office of JetCoin. There'll be a letter there with the explanation. Plus, there's going to be the compensation, the new compensation breakdown. We're not going to go into details on it tonight, but what we will be doing, we'll probably do an update call, like on the compensation. If anybody has any questions here tomorrow, and even probably Friday and Saturday, we'll be doing calls throughout the days. Instead of doing 50, 60, 70 three-way calls, we're going to say, okay, guys, we're going to be over here at this time, 12, 3, 6, or whatever, and give a quick 15-minute update. Probably open it up for some Q&As. But, guys, we really do appreciate everybody's hard work. Amazing job the last couple of weeks. We're just beginning. This is going to be fun. It's exciting. We're right there at the very beginning of Bitcoin, and it's going to explode over the next couple of years. JetCoin's going to be right there with us. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys, and we'll see everybody at the top. Have a wonderful evening.